Zechariah and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the child leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit and exclaimed with a loud cry, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And why has this happened to me, that the mother of my Lord comes to me? For as soon as I heard the sound of your greeting, the child in my womb leaped for joy. And blessed is she who believed that there would be a fulfillment of what was spoken to her by my Lord." And Mary said, "My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has looked with favor on the lowliness of his servant. Surely, from now on, all generations will call me blessed. For the Mighty One has done great things for me, and holy is his name. His mercy is for those who fear him from generation to generation. He has shown strength with his arm. He has scattered the proud in their thoughts of their hearts. He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy, according to the promise he made to our ancestors, to Abraham and to his descendants forever." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.
Please be seated. I'm not usually in the business of titling sermons. If I had to, this one would probably be called "There's Something About Mary." The house that I grew up in, was filled with song. My grandmother used to sing all the time. When she was happy, she sang. When she was sad, she sang. When she was upset, she sang loudly. When things were going well, she sang. When things were going bad, she sang. She sang all the time. And one of the songs that she sang was a song that her grandmother had taught her. Her grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, who was a slave at the time. And she sang a song about freedom and redemption. She sang a song that was filled with hope. And it went a little bit like this. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. She sang that song when she was happy. She sang that song when she was sad. She sang that song when things were good, but especially when things were bad, she had a different song. She would sing, "Oh God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home." She sang that because it reminded her that she was not in charge. That no matter how bad things were, God was still God and she was not God. She sang that song on the day before she died because that song reminded her that her eternal home was not here. It was in heaven. She sang songs that are stuck in my head no matter what I do, and I find myself when things are good, things are bad, humming a tune in my head. One of the ones I remember that she always did was, "When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go." singing. And to say that my house was filled with singing was an understatement. It's a miracle that I can her voice. You're probably wondering, what does this have to do with the gospel? I'm glad you asked. In our gospel for this morning, we hear Mary singing. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, she sings. But I think that this song that Mary sings calls us to look at Mary in a different way. I think we see Mary as this very gentle, meek, and mild lady who said yes to God. We have this picture on American greeting cards or Hallmark cards of Mary looking beatific and just simply saying, "Yes, Lord, I will do whatever you want." Well, I'm going to shatter that image for you this morning, because that is not the Mary that we get. Mary this morning in our gospel is courageous, she is bold, and she's calling for revolution. When you speak of the lowly being raised up, when you speak of things being turned upside down, when you look and say that the rich will go away empty and the world will be turned upside down, this is not gentle, meek, and mild. This is Mary with some teeth. This is bold Mary saying to us that the world can and will change. This is Mary giving us courage for when things are bad, that we can sing, "Oh God, our help in ages past," and mean it. This is Mary who is saying that God's plan, God's dream for our world is radically different than the world that we find ourselves in. So this is not Mary, gentle, meek, and mild. This is that courageous woman who has sung throughout history a song of hope in the midst of despair. And the thing is, we know her song. If you look through the history of our world, the history of our nation, it has been filled with singers who sing us to a different place into God's dream, who call us someplace different than where we have been. We can look back to the slaves singing, crossing the Jordan. We can look back and hear them singing of hope in the midst of captivity, of freedom in the midst of despair, of joy in the midst of all things falling apart. They hope for something new and different. And we can look to the Native Americans singing their Alleluia as they are pushed off the reservations that a different day will come. We can look to the 60s and we can hear the echoes of "We shall overcome" as those people who were kept separate managed to point towards something different. You see, Mary's song is a radical song. It is a song that changes our world and points us towards hope. It points us in those times of captivity to a freedom that has come, that is there, that has not come yet. For the times of despair and despondency, that we can look towards that quivering thing called hope. So yes, I would say there is something about Mary, because her song is our song. It's the song that our world has sung for eons and continues to sing today. One of my absolute favorite movies is The Hunger Games. If you've not seen it, you're going to have a list of movies to watch by the time this is all done. Go watch The Hunger Games. There's a wonderful scene in the first one where President Snow, who is the evil bad guy in this series, is talking to his gang maker at the end of the first movie. And he says to him, "Do you know why we do this? Do you know why we pull 2 kids from each of the districts and have them fight to death until one becomes a victor?" And the game maker does not understand, and he says, "No." And President Snow says to him, we do this because it gives them a little bit of hope. And if you give them just a little bit of hope, it will keep them in line. But if you give them too much hope, they will spark revolution. President Snow knew that he had to give the people just enough hope to keep them thinking that they can't do anything. And I think Mary's song reminds us that hope is something we sing of and then we go act to make it happen. Mary reminds us that in the midst of unspeakable fear, there is still hope. That in the midst of unspeakable and deep darkness, there's always a candle of hope to light our way. To hear Mary sing of the world turned upside down, which is really right side up, is to hear a song of revolution and change, a challenge to those who are in power and authority to recognize that their reign will come to an end. That their power will come to an end, that their authority will come to an end, and that ultimately God is the one in charge. And that is how we sing. We sing with Mary about the lowly being raised up, about the powerful being brought low, that God will look on the lowest and the least and instill hope, and hope will change us more and more into the likeness of God. And that is why we sing. Because we sing with Mary a song of a world transformed. We sing with Mary of a world filled with courage and boldness and radicalness, and the song begins with you. You see, you and I are called to sing with Mary. To sing about a world that is different. A world that is renewed. A world that is filled with hope. When we see all nothing but despair. To sing of joy when we are filled with mourning. To sing of freedom when we are held captive. To sing of hope when all else is despair. That is Mary's song, and as I said, there is something about Mary. And there's something about each one of us. As we await the coming of Jesus into our world, in him we see the hopes and fears of all the years are met with you tonight. We see in this precious small child, God putting the hope of the universe into a helpless baby and handing it to a nobody in Bethlehem named Mary, who had the courage to sing of the world changed. So this week, my sisters and brothers, my challenge for you this week is to do something very simple. Sing. Sing Mary's song. Sing it loudly, sing it proudly, sing it boldly, and sing it with courage. Sing of our world turned upside down. Sing of justice where there is injustice. Sing of peace where there is no peace. Sing of hope where there is despair. Sing of freedom when there is captivity. Knowing that your song will join the songs of all the other Marys that have come before and that will come after you and fill our world with hope. And we can all stand together and sing the song of Mary, that my soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior. For the Holy One has looked with favor upon the lowliness of his servant. Holy is the name. So my sisters and brothers, if you do nothing this week, sing.